Hey everybody, this is Jyricos, and welcome back to Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. Last time, we got a new move in the canal, the Frog Slam, and finished up that area, then entered the Desierto Caliente. This time, we're continuing on in the desert and searching for this mysterious voice that calls to us. In fact, the text box might look like a familiar color. Let's head to the right and find out. Hey! It's El Presidente's daughter! A luchador? Wait, could it be? Juan? Pretty impressive you figured out it's us, considering I've now got boobs. Juan! Caramba! Juan, I thought you were dead! Oh, Juan, I'm so happy that you're alive. I cried for so long when I thought Kalaka killed you, and now look, I'm crying again. But enough of the tears. Quick, Juan, help me out of here before Extabai returns. Let's do it. Not so fast. Oh, right, that was Extabai, not Kalaka. Ha ha ha. Oh, luchador, like an orphaned cabbage, you rolled straight into my trap. I don't understand why your flesh isn't rotting. I've pushed you back into the dead world. But it doesn't matter anyway. Be a doll and stay put, will you? I have to freshen up so I can look my best when I present Kalaka with his new gift. Look at you, trapped in a cave, dreams unattained, love unrequited. Not much of a luchador. Maybe you should take this opportunity to think on your pitiful life. You know what? We will! It's flashback time. Kind of a sad story there about their childhood. But, you know, shows he's got character. He's had some hardships. Time to wake up, luchador. So, this is the boy who slew my Alebrije? How disappointing. See, I told you I caught him, Kalki. It wasn't my fault, it was his. Let's boil him in hot lava. Let's... Quiet. You will speak when spoken to. Now, go back to your rotting sinkhole in Pueblucho until I have need of you again. Lest I forget that you were the one in charge of my pet when he was killed. But I... Now then, luchador. I could destroy you now, but that would be too easy. No, a cowardly pet killer deserves a coward's body. He turns us into a chicken, which gets us the trophy earned Pollo Power. Goodbye, boy. May your death be as uneventful as your life. So we are stuck as a chicken. We cannot change back. It's kind of a disappointing turn here, but we can at least squawk. Yep, you can jump and squawk. That is your only moves as a chicken. So, we're going to head to the left. Nice thing is, you can slip around underneath these tiny little, crevices. And you know what? I think... I'm curious, does it... Yeah, it does change the mask that the chicken is wearing if you change between those costumes. I think we're going to switch back to standard Juan. Not that it makes the chicken look any different, but... figured one episode was a good amount of time to spend as Tostada. And we keep going. Since we're in the world of the dead, certain pathways are blocked off to us now. So we have to keep following this way. Whoop. But go to the right here for a bit of money. And yeah, these little tiny crevices you've been seeing around the game will lead you to new pathways. Also, here, you actually trick the armadillos into killing themselves. Remember what we said earlier. The blue ones will roll, the green ones will jump. Use that to predict exactly where they're going to be. Another neat thing is in this room, they'll always spawn blue ones in the back, green in the front. So just remember the order they spawn in, and you can get them to kill themselves. 20 hits, not bad for not laying a single hand, claw, beak on them. Ooh, health chunk, I'll take it. Filled up our health a little further, pretty nice. Ooh, a blue brick. We've seen a few of those before. You probably guessed already what type of move is going to take care of those. But we can't do anything with them yet. Especially not as a chicken. You know what? I haven't tried going up. I'll show you. If you go up, you'll either reach spots like these that are too high to jump out of, or you might see blocks that weren't there in the world of the living. Now, you cannot dodge roll or air dodge or anything like that as a chicken, so you have to be very careful not to smack into vines. Here, you gotta jump over and ow, point in case. That's what happens. Let's see if we can. Good, second try. Drop down. We head down here. We got a little hidden area with something new. It's a new type of chest. This wasn't in the original because it's an Intenso chunk. Yep, 3 of those will increase your Intenso meter. And a very cool thing about that is that when it increases, it doesn't move the bar that requires you to trigger it. It just gives you more meter. Now here, we've got standard enemy, and you just chip away at his health. There we go. And now, this one, in the original game, would award you a trophy. Cock of the Walk for defeating an enemy as a chicken. Now, it's kind of weird. That trophy is in the Championship Edition, but it's a little different, and I'll explain that one when we get to it. But for now, that's an original version trophy. Alright, kill these guys off. What's funny is you can get some pretty good combos going on these guys as long as you don't take a hit, since it takes forever to kill them. There we go. Now this is a fun little room. Be very careful. Those will hurt you a lot. Ooh, I made it through. Right. Oh. Woo! Thought for sure that spike on the right-hand side was going to get me. El Infierno. Maybe we'll have to come back and take a look at that later. Why, hello there. I've been expecting you. Don't worry about who I am. Let's just say I have a vested interest in you foiling Kalaka's plan. You see, we've both been afflicted with the same curse. Fortunately for you, I can teach you how to polymorph into a human. All you have to do is close your eyes, tap your spurs together 3 times, and think to yourself, unleash the luchador within. What? It's not working? Well, then just press L1 and be done with it. And you get the Pollo Power ability to transform back and forth between chicken and luchador mode. Magnificent! Why don't I become human? Are you serious? To stuff bread into my sweaty face until I return to the dusty ground? I have an image to maintain. I've been busy keeping tabs on Kalaka and his gang. It seems that his obsession with El Presidente's daughter hasn't gone over well with the vixen. Apparently, sobbing could be heard over that Adele song playing on repeat from Extabai's lair in Pueblucho. Perhaps if you go talk to her, she'll give you some info on Kalaka. She doesn't seem too pleased with him right now. So our objective is to find Extabai in Pueblucho, and maybe turn her against Kalaka. But I want to go to the right. Nope, he won't let you. Other way, genius. Go find Extabai in Pueblucho. And don't forget, L1 to polymorph. Alright, so now we can turn into a chicken at will. Very helpful for exploration. Also, another blue brick. Can't do anything with it. Now before we go much further, let's switch to the Pollo Luchador costume, because if you're playing the original, You transform into a chicken and you get the trophy, which came first from that DLC pack. And the funny thing, you'll notice the egg looks different. The egg looks different. The chicken looks different. It is an egg. When you are in different costumes, the chicken will also change. It's a lot of fun and the different things that they can appear as. Anyway, it's time to head out of here. Now that we're in the world of the dead, a few different platforms are around. In fact, you'll see, also I love that the cactuses look like hands reaching up now. This in particular is now here to make it easier to get up. And specifically, if you head towards Santa Lucita, oh, and Fuerte Malo, it's strong bad. Strong bad. I can't do the voice. This giant rock pile is not here in the land of the dead. So, we can move onward to Santa Lucita easily. And I love the chickens are skeleton chickens. Oh, and it's Batman versus Bane. How appropriate for, wrestling. Those evil skeletons give me the creeps. They were created by Kalaka. They're messing up nature's balance. Now there is no combo chicken here. And, oh my god, the troll face. Here, you can actually finally get that treasure. It's in both the land of the living and the dead, so it's worth grabbing there. And there's not really much else to do here right now. We'll have some other stuff to do later, but stop by the pinata room, and it's not there. I was really hoping to have a cool looking evil pinata. Well, maybe not evil, just dead pinata? Can pinatas be dead? Anyway, we want to head back through the Forest del Chivo, which is going to be a little different now since we're in the world of the dead. We're going to have some different pathways to take. In fact, we head up here. You'll see we never took this upper path because Jaguar Javier broke the bridge and sent us tumbling down. And, oh my gosh, I never realized before, I never really paid attention to the mural in the back. That's Castlevania reference! It's Simon Belmont with a whip going after a skeleton. That is actually really awesome. The things you notice when you play this game several times that you don't notice the first time through. Alright, come on guys. Oh, no. Alright, fine. Yes, take you out. Good. That's kind of really awesome that it's Simon Belmont. Oh, and there's bats. There's bats too. That is great. Oh, a little hidden area. Let's see what's in here. A heart chunk. Also, there's a switch. This you could trigger and something happens. But it actually happens quite a ways off in the distance, and we can't do anything with that yet. Why am I dropping down instead of jumping? So, don't worry about that for now. But let's head up here and look on top. Is there anything? No, I didn't think so. There's nothing up there. So, we're going to keep continuing on and see if we can't get back to Pueblucho. Oh, by the way, we got an Olmec head on the other side of the bridge. It figures there was one right there we couldn't get to. And you know what? Yeah, let's head on down here. We've got these platforms that help us get back up. We're going to actually go through these little side areas now that we have the moves to do it. Now, here's the thing. You could use the chicken to slide under this safely. But I'm going to solve these the way they were kind of meant to be. With each room, it's meant to be solved with only the moves you could use when you first access it. So here, just the rooster uppercut. So head on down and... Perfect. That's probably a bad idea. Yep. Need to wait for it to be going to the right. There we go. And next, we're going to head across to the green one, the Frog Slam spot. Break that open. And here, of course, we just have a bunch of Frog Slam and uppercut blocks. your stamina refill a little bit. You gotta specifically roll into it. Perfect. That can be a little tricky if you try to get it when you're breaking the bricks. So you might just go for break the bricks, fall into the green ooze, and then do a simple jump after. Now, we've got... We'll head down here. You'll see there's this pathway we found before we led to a blocked, dead end. Don't have to worry about you guys. And this one with a yellow block. So this also should be able to be solved with the headbutt. Perfect. Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can solve these with later moves you get. Let's see, you should be able to jump up. Yep, and get out easily. But I like solving them the way they're, for lack of a better word, meant to be solved. And the last one we got down there is a blue one, but we can't do anything with that yet because we don't have that move. We'll come back to that. For now, just head on up. It's nice that they give us a way to easily get back up when you're in the world of the dead here. Because otherwise, we'd be kind of screwed if we fell down in there. Now these guys are slightly annoying because they always have shields, and if you hit them with the wrong move, they will counter you instantly. It is unavoidable. Ooh, good. Another stamina piece. And you may remember from way back in the first part of the LP, we saw those blocks. Now we finally have a way of breaking them and getting through. I know I should be fighting these guys, but most of them are stuck in the land of the living, so we can't do anything with it. Let's just go back to Pueblucho. And let's see. You know what? We got money. Let's buy some things. Now that we've fully bought up our Intenso, let's look at the other abilities we could get. You can get these power-ups to your grapple moves that increase the splash radius and damage of the 3 grapple pushers, or your aim throw to do more explosion damage. I'm not going to worry about those for the moment. Respawn boost is helpful if you're playing multiplayer. It reduces the wait you have to wait before you can respawn if you die. It's kind of nice. These, however, are the kickers. You can buy actual chunks of health and stamina, or, my 3 favorite, gain more health from orbs, reduce the time you have to wait before stamina begins regenerating, and stamina regenerates more quickly. So, we're going to... Let's see. We're going to buy the delay boost and the regen boost. Oh, you know what? We have enough. We're also buying the health regen boost. One of each of those. So, we've got a bunch of items from there. And hey, what's up, dude? Just because this is the dead world doesn't mean we're down all the time. Take today, for instance. I'm preparing a great fiesta for all of my amigos. Yeah, looks like you're actually setting up for a nice little party here. Pretty cool. So, let's head into Pueblucho, see what's going on now. And remember before we saw... Oh my gosh, another thing I never noticed before. In the background there, the picture, it's the team from VVVVVV. That is awesome. How have I never noticed that before? Okay, anyway, enough, marveling at the wonderful little allusions and references they put in here. This was the house with a mother who had lost her child. And here in the world of the dead, we find a little girl who seems kind of sad. When I was alive, I used to live in this house. I always enjoyed playing with my favorite toy, a luchador action figure. It was the most fun to play with. So, we remember we saw the mother still kept it. Again, there's nothing we can do just yet, but remember that for the future. Maybe we'll be able to do something for her. For now, just keep heading to the left, and we come to this house that we saw way back when. Kalaka from air. Now we can actually frog slam, and ooh, we found a dark and mysterious area. Drop down, and there's a doorway. What lies inside but Extabai! Luchador, how did you find me here? I'm really not in the mood. I've got a headache. Just leave me to my loneliness. want me to help you? You men are all the same. Charming and available when you want something, but completely occupied as soon as an annoying, entitled, prissy drought enters the picture, just like that jerk Kalaka. Luchador, I'm sorry to lose my composure. I'm just not used to being so neglected. Is it too much to ask for a little affection? We can all be lonely at times, can't we, Luchador? In need of some tenderness, some emotion, some arousal. You know what? You should say no. But it's kind of funny what happens if you say yes. Come to me, Luchador. Take me in your burly arms. And she just straight up hurts you. Predictable fool. Soon, you'll be my slave. Then I can have some real fun. Versus Extabai, one night only. It's boss time. She has some crazy moves. She will appear in the midair there and cause those undodgeable bullets to appear out in all 8 directions. You want to make sure you are not directly below her or slightly to the right of that. Like, you can see, we found the sweet spot to stand there. Ooh, and that was not the sweet spot. But if you dodge it, do the rooster uppercut, and you can get some good combos in. It's best to combo into an Olmec's headbutt, because it does the most damage. And, ooh, new move. Missiles. Ow. Yeah, if she doesn't shoot a bunch of the bees or flying hearts or whatever it is at you, you know that one of those missiles is coming out. Now be very careful. When she appears right in the middle there, that means that she's going to turn the world from living to dead, and the platform below, or the spot below you, will turn into a dangerous spot to stand. You have to switch to the platform. Thankfully, we hit her before she could do that. Now, half down. Just give up, Luchador. Your fate is sealed. You will not leave this cave alive. And now we fight her on the ground. She does some crazy moves like, you know, her little blob move. Come on, show some of your other moves. Whoops, missed her. There we go. Storm move that you cannot attack her in while she does that. It's best to just dodge and stay out of the way. Pretty much all of her moves, though, can be dodged through. None of them are unblockable. Good, good hit. Oh, and I hit her. She didn't show off her third move. Good. Perfect. We move on to Phase 3. How amusing that you presume to have the strength to defeat me. Many men have come to my lair before you. Their skulls adorn the walls. And now, she has doppelgangers, and they have shields. One will be red, one will be green. And, I'll go ahead and tell you, pretty soon, oh, there's the third move. She does a sideways attack. One of them will spawn a third one. There we go, yellow. Now, I've been saving my Intenso. Let's do this. The best thing to do is try and take out one as fast as you can, because if you can get the numbers down, there we go, one's gone, 2 are gone. It's suddenly a lot easier. Alright, Intenso's gone, but that's okay. Which one do we even have left? Let me let her shield repair so that we can see. Go ahead. Drop your... There we go. Ow. I got hit by that. So we had the yellow one left. And we've almost got her. Intenso with the health regen and the shield breaking makes this fight a little bit of a joke. She, otherwise, without that, is one of the toughest bosses in the game. Go lay down, Dobie. Go lay down. Oh, Luchador. Perhaps I underestimated you, but I think we're just in different places right now. I will spare your life. You know, Carlos wasn't always such a bad guy. He was once handsome and brave, not unlike you. Maybe you'd like to hear his story? Yes. Yes, we would. Before he became Calaca, Carlos was known as El Charro. People called him the pinnacle of charreria. Only one event had eluded him, La Gran Charreada. He was willing to do whatever it took to win it. The night before the competition, Carlos broke his arm. He was devastated and did the unthinkable. In exchange for his soul, Carlos won the competition. But just before he could claim his glory, his flesh rotted and he was dragged to the world of the dead. Carlos felt cheated. He never got the glory he wanted so badly. He swore he would have his revenge. Carlos challenged the devil to a cockfight. The devil always liked challenges. With my help, Carlos turned the devil into a rooster. And took over the world of the dead. He plans to merge it with the world of the living, to enslave everyone, to make everyone praise him. Well, that's not good at all. And we get the trophy! X to bye-bye. Maybe that trout was right after all. I deserve better than Calaca, and someone needs to stop his sorry ass. Calaca and Flameface have taken Presidente's daughter to the top of the Temple of War, no doubt for another one of their asinine rituals. To reach the temple, you must first ascend the great Tule tree growing from within the forest. But this will require the ability to traverse dimensions. Allow me to bestow this power upon you. Hell of it, looks like we got hit. And we get Dimension Swap. That was easy, wasn't it? Now just press R2. The power is yours. You know what? It never goes well with these bad boy types. I wonder if that nice Frey is single. So we are told to get to the Temple of War through the Tule tree, and we have the ability to switch dimensions now. But that's where we're leaving off this episode. We've done a lot, and next time we're going to go even further into a new area. And we're also going to explore a little bit of where we've already been, since we now have the ability to switch between the dimensions. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to click like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. It's the best way to stay updated with the channel. I will see you guys next time.